This is Ice Cream Gecko, and in today's video we are going to take a look at the Magnum Euphoria Pink Lemonade, lemon ice cream, raspberry sorbet and popping candy. Alright, this is what it looks like on the box. The box is already open, there's only one of them left in here. And let's zoom in a bit on that if you would like to read that. Let's zoom in on the ingredients list right here. And another one right there in a different language. I took a quick look at the ingredients list on the website, and there already seems to be more lemon in a Magnum than in a new Ben & Jerry's, it seems. So we have lemon ice cream with raspberry sorbet core and white chocolate around it. And where did I spot it? We've got raspberry puree, 5.5%, and then we have lemon juice out of lemon juice concentrate, 4%. So there is actually lemon involved other than natural flavor aroma, which is nice. Pause if you want to take a look at the nutrition table right there. And I think without further ado, let us take out the remaining Magnum Euphoria Pink Lemonade. It does look pretty. It is quite pink, and I must admit that this is not the first time that I had the Magnum Euphoria Pink Lemonade. I did have it once previously. Can't really say that I enjoyed it too much, but I'll try to avoid any spoilers here, and we'll go through this together with a naive mind, or at least I try to. Now this is the piece itself. Size-wise it is alright, I guess. We've got that white chocolate shell. We've got, I would assume, that raspberry core shining through there. We've got the popping candy. Now, if I were to translate, well, I'd let Google translate the German description of this. It was described as tingling, crackling pieces, and Google thought I was putting in the wrong terms there and wanted to correct me on that, the German part. But popping candy does make a lot more sense to me. And the popping candy, I don't quite know what that is made from, but it looks nice. I have to say that it does look nice. It's got a sort of yellowish milk chocolate thingy when you take a look at these contrasting pink popping candies. Now scent-wise, well, it does smell basically like a white chocolate Magnum. Not much different to the regular stuff, I think. So let's go for the first bite and see if there is not only popping candy but also cracking chocolate on here. Oh yeah, there is. Now the first part of this, just like this, is quite alright. You have some lemon flavor, you have the white chocolate, the crunchiness of both the chocolate and that popping candy. Let's go for a little bit of a cross section there. Here we have that sorbet. Maybe zoom in on that. You can hear that being a bit more watery. Of course, it's a sorbet. You can hear the difference in sound there. I'll put that closer up to the camera, microphone. This is the regular milk ice cream. This is the sorbet. Stuff that you probably do not care about, but I think it's always interesting to hear the different sounds of stuff, you know. Let us go for... Okay, that was stupid. I didn't bring a spoon for the ice cream review, but I did bring my tweezers. So I want to quickly just take a bit of that raspberry sorbet and taste that all by itself. Doesn't smell of too much, but it does have a nice acidity to it. I'm eating ice cream with tweezers. Such a moron, honestly. But flavor-wise, it is certainly fine. Now the ice cream all by itself, what does that taste like? If I can get the ice cream all by itself, there's a white chocolate piece on it. Oh, no. Come on. Oh my god. Please leave the leave the ice cream alone. There we have on the tweezers the ice cream. And that's got a nice mild lemon flavor to it. Let's taste the chocolate all by itself. A bit of a crunch there, from a crunchy bit I guess. And the white chocolate does taste well, all by itself as well. Now, the problem that I have with this particular ice cream is when this all comes together. All the individual ingredients do taste okay. Don't have too much to complain about them. The raspberry sorbet could maybe be a bit stronger in raspberry flavor, but the ice cream itself, that's fantastic. But when this all comes together, then problems start. The problems start. The one problem starts that I personally have with it. Lots of crunch. The crunch of this thing is quite phenomenal actually. There's not much ice cream out there in like the Magnum form that is quite as crunchy as this. But I really dislike the mixture of milk ice cream with like a sorbet that is more of a more reddish tone. When you've got strawberry sorbet, raspberry sorbet, these forest fruit sorbet sort of stuff, regular ice cream with a raspberry sauce and stuff like that, that's fine. But these sorbets, that watery, crystally stuff, that I don't think that this goes together too well. Now, there is a 50-50 debate here though in our family. For example, my parents, they love this. My sister and I, we don't like this at all. My sister actually found this quite disgusting. But I can definitely see when you like the conjunction, the cooperation of that lemon ice cream with raspberry sorbet as a core sandwiched in between two halves of that. I can certainly see that being quite appealing, but it just isn't for me. But one thing I can say is that overall, as a product, this is, I think, well designed, and it's just my personal taste, really, that is not letting me enjoy this, because the individual ingredients, both that lemon ice cream, that's quite mild in flavor. The raspberry stuff in the center is a bit stronger. The white chocolate on the outside is decent, and the crunchy bits out there, those are quite fantastic when it comes to crunchiness. So yeah, overall a pretty decent item, and I think I'm going to finish off this part now, this particular piece, and I'll see you with the review sheet in just a second. Alright, the consumption process is complete and we are ready to rate this with the review sheet. First impression wise, I give 1 out of 1 available point. It did look good, it did smell good, I don't have anything to complain here. Color wise, same story, nothing was off color. Everything was, well, the raspberry could be a bit lighter maybe, but honestly that's just BS from my side. It was looking very close to what it does on the package, I think. I mean, the raspberry could shine through a little bit less maybe, but again, that's not really fair, I think. I think color-wise, yeah, 1 out of 1 available point here is a decent rating. Consistency and texture-wise, I give 2 out of 2 available points, because everything that was creamy enough, that lemon ice cream. The raspberry sorbet was as expected as well. The chocolate was nice and crunchy, and so were these popping candies. Those were quite alright. And there was also that slight crackling sensation that was sort of described in the German version of that popping candy. Maybe it means the thing in English, like exactly the same thing, but as a foreigner, as a non-native English speaker, I just don't have that particular sensation in my head when I hear the popping candy, but that's just something that comes with, well, experience with the language, I suppose. But yeah, 2 out of 2 is, I think, an appropriate rating here. Everything was crunchy when it should be, and everything was not crunchy when it shouldn't. Taste-wise, I give 4.5 out of 5 available points, because overall I can't really say anything bad about it flavor-wise. Everything was tasting as it should, I think. Nothing was tasting bad. All the individual ingredients were there in the presence that they should be, I guess. I mean, I personally would have liked to not have the raspberry sorbet in there and maybe have more lemon flavor. The lemon flavor could be a bit more intense to rival the raspberry a little bit, I think. But overall, still, I think very, very decent flavor profile that we have here. 4.5 out of 5 available points. Not really anything great being wrong with this one. Theme realization wise, I give 1 out of 1 available point because it pretty much was what it says on the box, and I do like that. I like to see it, and we had it here. I think that means that we have in total a 9.5 out of 10 for the Magnum Euphoria pink lemonade ice cream. Now, again, like the sorbet stuff, engulfed in an ice cream, that's not really my thing. Maybe if it was regular milk ice cream and we had a like lemon sorbet in the center, that wouldn't be quite as awful for me personally. But I'm not a huge fan of these soury, sorbet-ish, fruity mixes. I never liked the yogurette either, when you have that fruity stuff with that chocolate stuff. I'm just not a huge fan of that. Not a huge fan of that at all. But I can't really deduct any points for that because that's personal preference from my side. And I think the rating was appropriate. Very decent rating for a decent ice cream that we have right here. Okay, if you've got a question or if it's a suggestion, leave it in the comment section down below. And if you want to see more videos just like this one, feel free to subscribe. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope I'm going to see you soon. Until then.